John Vincent's got a plan to lead, fighting for the things we need. Family strong, farmers stand tall. He's fighting for us all.
Hey folks, we're down at the Marsh Walk, in our little private section of the Marsh Walk. And I'm being joined by Deb,
Hi.
Partner in life, partner in service, and Rufus, who is our wonderful Siberian Husky son. We love coming down here because it's a much quieter part of Murrells Inlet, and it's just a special place.
Feels a little back to nature.
It is a little back to nature, and it's not known by a lot of folks other than locals. From here on down, when you go down to Georgetown, there's great marshlands and marsh views, and this is like the epicenter of breeding for all sorts of things. We have to really, really be conscious to protect it, because once it's gone, it's gone. We love nature, we love the mountains, we love the beach, we love the rural areas that are inland in the PD.
We try to spend as much time outside as possible.
And we really understand how special this is because we've lived all over the place. And the PD and the Grand Strand, since we lived in Florence for so many years, good people, good outdoor space, which is the two things that Deb and I prize more than anything. You look out here, and you may not see it from here, but if you look out in the ocean, imagine if you saw drilling offshore and you saw oil platforms offshore, like you can see in the Gulf of Mexico. My opponent, he's okay with that. And one spill destroys all of this, and it won't come back. It'll be Prince Andrew Sound all over again at the Exxon Valdez. Whether you're a hardcore believer in climate change or you're moderately open to climate change, I can tell you that this place is warmer, and it is more volatile, and the storms are worse. And whatever you want to attribute that to, this area and these buildings and what we enjoy are all at risk. Our fisheries are at risk. The shrimping industry is at risk. And since tourism, especially here in RA, in this part of it, is such a huge part of the economy.
And we're beginning to feel the impacts of it as well.
And we are beginning to feel the impacts of it, both economically and environmentally, because people don't want to come to some place that has pollution. They don't want to come to a place that's dirty. They don't want to come to a place that's frankly unsafe. And all of those things are a threat. And I don't get the sense in any shape or form that I'm running against somebody who really has a concern to preserve this and to understand just how important this is and how blessed we are to have this. Nor do I particularly see a person who's particularly concerned when you go to some of our beautiful rural areas that there's any real concern for those areas as well, and preserving those areas and preserving our farming and preserving our open lands and our state parks. None of it. This district is 60 plus miles on the Atlantic Ocean, and you have your representative who is fine with cutting funding. We have the terrible flooding problems in Conway. And those have been held up, and these are just fundamental things that you should be doing to represent the people in your district. And I could go on and on and on as I go inland, but there's still things. I mean, Hurricane Hugo in 1989 devastated Florence, South Carolina. This isn't a matter of if you live within sight of the coast. And I don't understand a representative that is surrounded by this, that is responsible, frankly, for advocating for this, who votes to cut FEMA funding. Why would you do that? What is the upside to that? What is the advantage of not wanting to protect this? And frankly, we're not wanting to protect people's property that live in an area that would need FEMA funding. I have to be a good steward. I have to be a good steward of the people and a good steward of the land. We just found out our daughter is pregnant. She's due next May. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And
your birthday.
I want, Deb and I want our grandkids to come here and it look like this. And there's just so much natural beauty, and there's so much just open spaces, and I want that to be preserved and taken care of. I think that's part of my responsibility. It's not just bills. It's not just paperwork. It's this. All of this, though, can't be done alone, right? As I've said time and time again, right? And Deb and I talk about it all the time. This is a We the People campaign. This is people over politics. So we need support. We need volunteers. We need people to work in our counties and be organizers. We need people to host fundraisers in their home, and we need donations. My opponent, about 97% of his money is not small dollar donations under $100. About 98% of mine is small dollar donations. He's funded outside of this district by wealthy, powerful people and wealthy, powerful PACs. I'm funded within this district by regular folks. And actually, we're pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
We have a lady every single month. Every month.
$10.
She sends us $10. And she was the first person that we got out of our P.O. box, a $10 donation. She apologized that it wasn't more, and she said, I promise I'll find $10 every month.
And she has.
And she has. Every month. And every month, Deb and I cry when we get back to the car. Because isn't that worth all this? And trust me, we spend a lot of time remembering that wonderful lady and a few other people that have sent us cards. The folks here deserve to be represented and not to be just used as a vote with a bunch of empty promises.
And people who believe in us are inspiring.
They are inspiring. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, and it keeps us going. I've said it time and time again, and I'm going to keep saying it for the future. When we lift people up, everyone benefits. So folks, thanks so much again. Please, we need your support. We need your donations. We need you to join us in this walk. I can't promise you a win with your support, but I can guarantee a loss without it. And let's not do that. Let's win. Let's shock the political world, and let's do something very special because we, the people, deserve it.
Thank you.
John Vincent for Congress. People over politics.